So we just finished the presentation that we had to do, which is a big reason why we came here. It was about 2 hours. It was a very long presentation, but I think it went well. Anytime you're speaking in front of a group of people, it's always intimidating. This is the wrong floor. What floor is it? Where's the lobby? Conference room, Sheridan. Oh, lobby. Anytime you're talking in front of a group of people, it is always intimidating and it's always nerve-wracking, but once you're there, you find that it's much easier once you're in that process of actually doing it. But our flight leaves in about 45 minutes back to Frankfurt, and I want to just get out a little bit because I've been sort of indoors almost this whole time. Of course, we went outdoors to go to the place we were going for the meeting, but it's such a gorgeous day. I mean, it must be in the 70s right now, which is a little bit unusual. It must be in the 80s actually, which is a little unusual for Germany, but Munich is more south, so this could be normal. Where I stayed in Germany before, I was more north or central. But what a gorgeous city. I mean, absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna walk around maybe 5-10 minutes just to get myself out a little bit and see a little bit of the city, because I hadn't gotten a chance to do that. So I may have made a mistake here. I have my phone charging back in the room. So we have to leave in 45 minutes and I don't know what time that is. So I'm gonna actually gauge how long I'm recording to be how long I'm gonna be out here for. But my view from the room is just of the train tracks, and there's this big building right here. And it looks like there's just a construction zone. But Munich itself is a beautiful city. And I'm glad I was able to be able to come here. Now I also have to remember where I'm walking, because the worst thing I can do in this situation is get lost, because I don't speak much German, and to get lost with this amount of time is a bad situation. But I'm thinking what I could do, I could circle around and maybe go back to the hotel, although I'm already sweating, which is what I didn't want to do. It's really hot. I brought one t-shirt, but the t-shirt I brought is tan, and I'm wearing tan pants. So I can't do a tan on tan. You don't do that kind of stuff. No. And I tend to overpack quite a bit, but all I brought were long sleeve shirts because I figured in Germany it was at least going to be a little bit colder. But I'm obviously wrong about that as well. You know those things when you're a kid, you're supposed to pick it up and blow it away? I don't know what they're called, although I know them, but there's just a whole field of them. I think is that before a dandelion? I think it's that, and then it pollinates and it turns into a dandelion. I could be totally wrong. But there's one thing as well, when we were driving, so the Munich airport is about 30 minutes from where we're staying. We're not in city center, but we're around city center. And one thing you notice in Germany there's these gorgeous fields of yellow flowers. And I may have gotten a shot of them when I was driving. And we asked them what the flowers were, and they're flowers to make not linseed oil, man, I can't remember now. Rapeseed oil, yes, rapeseed oil. Which is interesting because it's these fields and they go on for hundreds of feet and they're so neatly organized. You know, they're perfect rectangles of just these beautiful yellow flowers. And it's to make rapeseed oil. Rapeseed oil, I'm not quite sure what the use is. And maybe for like herbal medicine as well. Or someone can correct me, what is it used for? So one thing that I've done is, now that I'm vlogging, I don't take pictures, which is kind of a bad habit, because normally when I come to these places I just overload myself with pictures. But since I'm vlogging, I take absolutely zero pictures, which, you know, you want the memory to be in a picture as well, because a video is a little more complex. But the picture, it's a quick memory, quick snapshot, and I like to do a tandem of both. But I'm in the habit now of just taking video. But I mean, let me get behind this van here. I'm in front of this van. This is just just a square, I guess, I'm not quite sure. It's an intersection and a highway. But the one thing as well is there's no speed limit. Well, there are depending on where you are in the city, but on the Autobahn and some of the highways in Germany, there's no speed limit. So you can pretty much go as fast as you want. So we were driving over here, we were in a VW van because there's a few of us. And he was telling us that now what they're doing is because it's getting so out of hand that they're installing cameras, much like we have in the US, speed cameras, where if you go over a certain amount of the speed limit, they'll basically take your picture and give you a nice hefty ticket. So I attempted to do a time lapse last night of the view from my room, and it was going to be of the sunset because the sun was setting perfectly on my window. And what I did, like an Einstein, was I left the lights on in my room. So as it got darker, all you see in the image is just the reflection of the lamps in my room. And I'll pop an image of what it looks like here. The bad snap, pop an image of what it looks like here. But it would have been so gorgeous because it had the building on the left. I think it was framed really well. And I got back to the room, the camera actually died. I got back to the room to notice that I had muffed that up. But you live and you learn. I'm not gonna make that mistake again. It was the first time really for me doing a time lapse in front of glass. Usually I'm just outdoors, but because of the location, it was perfect. So we're heading back to the room now. I don't have enough time to do that time lapse. I'm actually cutting myself a little bit short, but we'll still be in Frankfurt, so I'll still be in Germany for another day-ish. So we'll see if we can get there as well. But I think I have a lot of footage to use. It's one thing you can always kind of struggle with if you don't have enough footage. What used to happen is I used to have way too much footage, and my vlogs could end up being like a half hour. So I have to cut a lot of stuff down. But I've kind of learned what to film and what not to film just by doing this for a little while. All right, we have everything, we're good. Now it's time to head to the airport.